true. I'm nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous. But why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. How then am I mad? Observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story. It is impossible to say how the whole idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. Passion there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so I had to get rid of the eye. Madmen know nothing, but you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded with caution. Was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. And every night, about midnight, I turned the latch of his door and opened it. Oh, so gently. And this I did for 7 long nights. Every night just at midnight. But I found the eye always closed. It was impossible to do the work, for it was not the old man who had vexed me, but his evil eye. And every morning when the day broke, I went boldly into the chamber and spoke courageously to him, calling him by name in a hearty tone. Upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. A watch's minute hand moves more quickly than did mine. Never before that night had I felt the extent of my own powers, of my own sagacity. I could scarcely contain my feelings of triumph.
Who's there? Who's there?
I kept quite still and said nothing. For a whole hour I did not move a muscle, and in the meantime I did not hear him lie down. He was still sitting up in the bed listening.
It's nothing but the wind in the chimney. It's only a mouse running across the floor. It's merely a cricket, which has made just a single chirp.
I grew furious as I gazed upon it. I saw it with perfect distinctness. It grew quicker and quicker, and louder every instant. And now a new anxiety seized me. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. The old man's hour had come. Ah! I then smiled gaily to find the deed so far done. There was no pulsation. He was stone dead. His eye would trouble me no more. If you still think me mad, you will think so no longer when you see the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. The night waned, and I worked hastily, but in silence. I took up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber and deposited all between the scantlings. I then replaced the board so cleverly, so cunningly, that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. When I had made an end of these labors, it was 4 o'clock, still dark as midnight. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking at the street door. What had I now to fear?
We heard reports of a loud shriek from a neighbor.
The shriek, that was mine in a dream.
Where's the owner of this house?
The owner's out in the country right now, visiting family.
You mind if we come in and take a look?
No, of course not. In the wild audacity of my perfect triumph, placed my own seat upon the very spot beneath which reposed the corpse of the victim, felt myself getting pale and wished them gone. My head ached, and I fancied a ringing in my ears. But still they sat, and still chatted. It continued and became more distinct. I talked more freely to get rid of the feeling, but it continued and gained definiteness. I paced the floor to and fro with heavy strides, as if excited to fury by the observations of the men, but the noise steadily increased. Almighty God! No! No! They heard. They suspected. They knew. They were making a mockery of my horror. I could bear those hypocritical smiles no longer. I felt that I must scream or die. And now again. Hark! Louder. 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 Villains! I admit the deed. Tear up the planks. Here. Here. It is the beating of his hideous heart. But why would you ever call me mad?